Okay, so um, first of all, I'm going to apologize because this is my very first video that I've ever done for YouTube. Welcome to 2011, right? Anyway, I wanted to just kind of introduce you to myself and what I'm kind of planning on putting out there. My name is Brittany, and as my description says, I've always been overweight. I was actually in the Marine Corps for a while, and even then, according to their standards, I was overweight and had to tape to, like, had to tape on my measurements and everything. Um, and I mean, I looked good at the time, and it's the healthiest and the thinnest that I've ever been. But like I said, even then, I was overweight. And once I got out and I had kids, I put tons of weight on, and that's where I'm at today, basically. I was about 210, um, and just was, I mean, as I was putting it on, I knew it was a problem. And, but it took me until I got to 210, so basically over 200 pounds, that it really just kind of hit me like a brick. And I realized that I had to do something. So I've been trying to lose weight. And I've managed to actually, my first goal was to break 200, to get back under 200. And I went to the doctor, and initially they weighed, I went to the doctor, I want to say in like May time frame, and I was around 208, I think, on their scale. And then I just went back to the doctor a few weeks ago, or a week or two ago, and I was at 199. So I officially, according to my doctor's scale, made my first goal. But it's September, and so it's taken me all summer just to lose like 8 pounds. I had started working out, and I was doing really good for about 2 months, and then I don't even remember why, but something happened, and I missed like a week or two, and just never got back into the routine, of course. And overall, meals like dinners in my family, I usually cook. My husband does occasionally, um, and I've been cooking. First of all, I used to never cook. When my husband and I first got married, he was the one that cooked. Um, but I found the cookbooks, the Cook This Not That cookbooks, by the same guys that do the Eat This Not That books and articles. And what appealed to me was that they were all fairly low calorie, and I bought one of them, and we tried a recipe out of it, and it was great. So we tried some more recipes out of it, and we loved everything that we had made out of the book. And then they came out with the second one, so I bought that. And so far, pretty much everything we've made out of them, we've loved. So those are kind of my and there's actually some things out of there that have become my go-to recipes that I just make from memory now because we make them so much. So dinners, and they're very healthy, overall healthy meals. So our dinners are usually pretty healthy. It's the rest of the day that I don't do so well. Snacks, especially. I'm a convenience junkie, and if I'm out and about, I will go through the drive-thru and get something. Or if I'm at home, I'll grab the bag of potato chips and eat that instead of taking the few more seconds to cut up a piece of apple or something. I do occasionally do that, and I try to, but like everybody, it's hard. And when you're not used to it, when you didn't grow up eating that way, and you're not that way now. So as I have two children, as I mentioned. I mentioned I got pregnant and had kids. I have two small children. My son turns 3 this month, and my daughter turns 4 this month. And I do a pretty good job in making sure that they eat healthier foods, especially their snacks, but not the way I should. And they do still have hot dogs and McDonald's and stuff like that. occasionally, and sometimes depending on, what's going on during the day and in our lives, sometimes often and more than they should. And I don't want them to develop the same bad eating habits that I did and struggle with this their whole life. And I don't want to have to struggle with it anymore. So that's kind of where I'm at. So like I said, it took me several months to lose about 10 pounds. And I'm super excited about that. I was super excited to meet my first goal and to, break 200. I'm 5'6", some days 5'5", if my back is jacked up, and I haven't been to the chiropractor recently. Basically 5'6", though. And so as of right now, I'm 199 to 202, depending on the day. My personal goal weight is at least 150. That puts me just at the top of a healthy BMI and a good weight that I was there once, like the day I graduated boot camp. So I know it's at least attainable. It doesn't seem quite, yeah, it's 50 pounds, and that number seems huge to me. But I guess the fact that I've seen on the scale in my adult life, I've seen me hit 150, makes it feel more attainable to me. Ultimately, I would love to be, 125 to 135, and maintain that for like the rest of my life. So right now, my goal is 150. That's what I'm setting it at. Anyway, sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought for a second. So anyway, I've seen all of the, Weight Watchers commercials, and, and I know that the key to weight loss is exercise and healthy eating. And that's why I don't really, God, I'm sorry, my brain just like totally quit working all of a sudden. I I don't really want to, do any like gimmick diets or anything like that. I want to do it the correct way because I want it to last. I don't want to have to. I know I can't just get down to 150 or 125 and then just start eating everything under the sun and go back to my old habits again. I know it's a lifetime thing, but excuse me, I don't want it to be like, I go on some grapefruit diet or something, and then that I can't live on the rest of my life, and then as soon as I stop it and go back to eating, even if I'm still eating healthier, gain weight back. So anyway, I've seen all the commercials for like Weight Watchers and everything, and it's kind of piqued my interest. I've never done it before. And I've been on the website a lot recently, trying to kind of get some more information and decide, is this really something that I think I'll stick to, because I don't want it to be like another gym membership that I pay for and I don't ever use. And I Googled, I think Weight Watchers or something, and it led me to a YouTube video by, and I might be messing this name up, but it was Light, or no, it was something Starlight. I will find out and put it on my next video, because I want to make sure she gets the proper credit for inspiring me. Anyway, it was her video about how, she was like 160 and her doctor told her to lose weight. She lost like 4 pounds in a month or two or something, and it wasn't that much. She realized she needed help, so she joined Weight Watchers in June of whatever year. I think it was 2007. And the video I was watching was February of the following year, and she was down to 121. And she looked great. But more importantly, she looked and seemed extremely happy and motivated. And so I watched a few more of her videos, and she really came across explaining that the reason she started doing YouTube was because she knew what it felt like to go through that journey, and to be heavy and deal with that and go through the journey of weight loss and accept that she needed some extra help with it. So anyway, I literally, after I finished watching that movie, looked up the closest Weight Watchers office and went down to it this morning and talked to a lady. And as I was talking to her, just kind of telling her what I've just told you about how I've always struggled with weight loss, how I found, this girl's videos and it inspired me to go down there and talk to her. And it was just, it was a very friendly conversation, but I just started crying in the middle of it. And unintentionally. And I think it really made me realize that this is such a heavy burden that I have, and I suppress it. And, I'm still full of confidence, even being overweight. I still go out and rock it and own it, but that doesn't mean that I'm happy this way. And it doesn't mean that I don't realize there's a need, um, both from a health standpoint and from a self image and self respect standpoint, and a role model standpoint for my kids, to lose the weight and to be thinner. Anyway, so tomorrow I'm going to, tomorrow is Sunday, and I'm going to the 10 a.m. meeting that they have, and I'm going to sit through that for free. That's what the lady had suggested that I do, just to kind of get a feel for it, answer any more questions I might have before I make the quote-unquote commitment. It's not really, because I can cancel anytime, but and then if I'm still interested, which I'm sure I will be, I'm going to sign up for their main plan tomorrow. The one I'm doing is, and right now it's $39.95 a month for unlimited meetings, as well as like all the e-tools. So, which was the main reason I went down there to talk to somebody, because I couldn't decide just from the website what I wanted to do. I like the idea of having all the online tools that they have, and like the mobile app and everything to help me, because I'm attached to my cell phone, unfortunately, and I'm on the computer all the time. But I feel like I need the accountability of going to a meeting and having an actual person weigh me in, and just, I don't know, I'm the kind of person that I don't like to even feel like I'm letting other people down. And even if they really could care less if I gained a pound or not, if I feel like they care, then I'm going to be more accountable. And so when I went down there to talk to her to try to figure out which was better for me, and realized that for a little bit extra a month, I could do the regular, meeting in a physical location plan and have the e-tools added to it, I was pretty much sold. So, on top of the crying. So, anyway, so that's where we're going to start. First official meeting tomorrow, and sign up. And then I'll blog about that. And then just a little end note that um, I'm not doing the videos solely about my weight loss journey, though that's going to be the main focus, especially here in the beginning. But I'm also going to just talk about a bunch of other things. My husband and I, actually, I'll say that, I'll put another video up just so I don't have this one running long and I can tag it more appropriately for you guys. Anyway, so here's my journey, and thank you for joining me on it. And I hope that I can inspire somebody, or I don't know, just kind of put another face to hopefully a successful weight loss story, and make it more real for somebody, because I know that can have a huge impact. So anyway, I will talk to you guys next video. Thanks.